And it was the best thing God did for me. Best thing, best thing, best thing I did for me. I missed the dick, but never go away. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the KingCainClothing TV. I will just let people come on in, so we can have a conversation. Because, whew, damn, GSTATUS, like, there was just a lot going on down at the dinner table. Best believe I was gagging, okay? But it was just a lot. Hey, Miss Wynn. Hey, Tracy. How's everybody doing? Hello. Welcome to the KingCainClothing TV. I've been so fucking busy. I'm going to get better, you know. I'm going to get better. But, you know, I'm stepping into my new life. And I just haven't been having the time. But I got time today. Way too much at the dinner table. Hey, Cain. First of all, King Cain is not King Hoes. Okay, bitch? I have been booked and busy. Thank the Lord. Ye say the Lord. I am reaping the harvest God promised me. Take back what the devil stole from me. And I rejoice today. For I shall recover it all. Okay? That's what I've been up to. I've been reaping the harvest God promised me. Hallelujah. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been reaping my harvest, okay? Same. You better praise out. You did an amazing job hosting the Shit We Do for Love reunion. Thank you, Cain. You were gathering the girls. I really wasn't trying to gather any of those girls. I love those girls. But somebody said that I was being shady. I wasn't being shady. I literally had the time of my life. I just had to let them know a time or two, you know, hey, when the host says calm the fuck down, that's what I mean. I mean calm down. Hush, 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 okay? Somebody said please read 4. It was like 2,000 people watching it all at once. We were all kikiing in the chat. Oh, see, I wasn't able to watch it because I was still at work. So wait, so 2,000 people were in the video, the live, the premiere of the reunion. 2,000. That is amazing. That is amazing. Yes, and the chat was popping last night. I'm gagging. Oh, y'all talking about for GSTATUS or are you guys talking about the Shit We Do for Love? Which show, child? There was a lot of new faces. There was a lot of new faces on GSTATUS episode tonight. For me personally, the Shit We Do for Love. That's what's up, Rain. Well, you know, I guess I can go ahead and talk about that before I get into the GSTATUS reunion. Honestly, it was just, I watched both, boo. The reunion helped me understand the show. Oh, awesome. Yeah, so there was just a lot of unanswered questions left off from that reunion. I mean, from that season that I had promised myself that I would get to the bottom of. But I felt like, you know, fans of the show and their production had great questions as well. But there was just some that I just had to ask. Specifically, Christmas gift gate. Honey, when D'Angelo brought the gift and I opened it up and it was a goddamn, onesie. I was on the floor, but it's moments like that that make for a good show, that make for a great reunion, you know? So, all in all, it was great. But that goddamn left couch, Travis, Ra, and D'Angelo. When I say hush, hush. When I say quiet, get quiet. Okay? Okay. No, but honestly, it was awesome. It was awesome. So if you guys have not watched the Shit We Do for Love reunion, head on over there to Kevon Burns Online and get into it. Okay? And just see me do something different than fashion. I'm breaking off into the commentating world, you know, the media personality world, okay? Ra was getting on my nerves in that tight pink outfit, Jack. Ra was super cute, but this is not a shit. I'll go live again and talk about the shit we do for love. I kind of want to get into the status of the G of Atlanta. First of all, this weekend was crazy. This weekend I went out. It was my very first time going out in Atlanta since I got here at the end of March. Held your own, proud of you. I hope to see more of you hosting. Yeah, you know, like I said, Miss Whitney, I'm really not interested in being part of an ensemble. You know, I'm more so interested in being in charge of the girls. You know, being production, being a producer, producing maybe my own show, or, you know, the media world, hosting the reunions, you know, asking the hard questions, okay, and things like that. So, you know, God is good. I'm blessed and highly favored. So now let's gag. Oh, yeah, I was saying that it was my first time going out in Atlanta since I moved, and I had a great time. I was with my brother/sister, Neek Neek. Neek is everything. He's a celebrity dog groomer, very much on the humble tip. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for Neek Neek. He has a lot to say. Soon come on another show, so y'all be on the lookout for him. Yeah, and then it's just like, motherfuckers be funny looking in person. I'm just saying, I said, what? So that's such and such. Damn. I just feel like if you look handsome on the gram, look handsome in person. That way it just correlates and it makes sense. I said, ooh, folks be just be looking funny as hell in person. Baby, I cannot. Oh, we'll put this right here. Yeah, my best friend's mom had that made. Cedric CAIN stylist. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. GSTATUS ATL Hustle Season 2. Episode 2. So it opened back up, and is my word. I know a lot of you guys were commenting on the last review of GSTATUS because I say honestly, this is the KingCain Way TV. It's how I speak. It's a whole movement over here. You know, I'm a one-man show. I'm a one-man army. Okay? So be clear when I'm saying it's because I want to say okay? So it opens up with Akeem and Zion. Honey, they're still down at the studio. We ain't heard not one record, not one track be played. I would have actually loved to see Akeem get in the booth and do something, because Akeem did say that he was interested in, you know, starting, this is an English class. Okay, Miss Witt, like the KingCain Way TV, we're raw, we're raunchy, you know, and it's slut power over here, okay? So, I'm not on a major network yet, you know, and when that does happen, then, you know, maybe a switch up will occur. But until then, you're going to get the okay? So, anywho, Akeem and Zion, you know, they're still going back and forth on, you know, did we or did we not fuck? At the end of the day, I totally do believe Akeem. I just feel like, who lies about shit like that? Like, I fuck you, you fuck me, we topped someone together, it was a threesome, you know, it was quite magical. So, I just don't understand what's the big oomph. It just seems like Zion ain't trying to necessarily own that. You know, sometimes you'll fuck with a motherfucker and you want to forget, you know, that damn, I don't fucked with this nigga. Ooh, I'm looking a little cut. God damn, okay. Oh shit. But anywho, sometimes like you want to forget, you know, if you don't fuck with somebody, like if you're trying to move forward and do something different, you know, sometimes, you know, you just want to forget it happened, move forward from it. I don't want to remember sleeping with you, okay? So Akeem, he turned around in his chair. I ain't got no motherfucking time. Oh, so we did 69. Oh, so we didn't do this. Oh, we so to do that. We didn't do that. But I do understand why Akeem came to Zion to have this conversation and to hash it out, because Akeem is like, well, girl, we finna be around, you know, this big collective group of people. So I don't want it to be, you know, any funny business. I want it to already be overstood and understood between you and I. You know, yes, we skeet, we bust. You know, these are Akeem's words. Yes, we skeet, yes, we bust. But, you know, it doesn't have to be awkward. It doesn't have to be, you know, crazy. You know, it's just you and I, two grown, adult, consenting men. You know, so what's the big ordeal? However, Zion was paying the dust. Bitch. And Zion said, girl, I done suck your dick because, bitch, I don't give dick. I don't give head. I give throat. Baby, I was on the floor. I said, now Zion though went from young jock, you know, to the deep throat. So I gagged, you know, because I was like, okay, now we're getting somewhere, Zion. Now we're getting somewhere. Now you just, you know, you just said, you okay. All right, so yeah, I don't suck dick, I give throat. So, okay, you're opening up a little more. You're letting us in, you know. You're, I kind of want to say, was he like owning that moment between he and Akeem? Again, it goes back to who really cares. Like, we all out here fucking and sucking. You know, whether it be your person, your spouse, you know, a fuck buddy. You know, we all out here getting it in. We all like to come. So anywho, Akeem said, don't act like ain't nothing happened. He turned around in the chair, and like he said, they bust, they skeet, they jack, they got it in, okay? So Akeem just wanted to clear the air because he don't want nobody else to come around and try to, you know, use that as a dagger when, girl, we already know we done fucked around. Yeah, it is what it is. So that's that. So the next scene, we get into Roman and Sherrod. We're introduced to Roman, okay? He's the one, you know, in the trailer who was pussy popping on the pole. He hit the split. Extremely handsome. I just love his head shape. I love his physique. Even the way his mouth is shaped and even his nose. You know, he has a cute, slim nose. I think Roman is absolutely sexy. But he too, like Sherrod, is coming on the GSTATUS tip on some, you know, I'm more than just what I post online, you know, on the sexy, sexual, sensual tip. He's on some, well, I'm not, there's more to me than chest, dick, ass, thighs. And, you know, I get it, I understand it, but goddamn, Roman, you have a fat ass. He did say he's versatile, so, you know, that means that, you know, he could be either top or he could be a bottom. It doesn't really matter. Sherrod said that he and Roman know each other just from like the industry. A little bit about Roman. He's an actor, he's a model, he's a dancer, and he just wanted to let the girls know that I'm more than just my body. I am more than just a sexy ass nigga from B-Ham, okay? That's what Roman wants us to know. He's more than just a sexy ass nigga from B-Ham, Alabama, okay? So it's going to be interesting to see what he brings. Sherrod mentioned that, oh, Roman also does the ballroom. So he's walking the balls. Okay, giving us very much pose, giving us very much, what's the other show with Megan hosting it? I can't think about it. Yes, Rain, I totally agree. Roman, that is a handsome guy. So anywho, moving on. He's also in school for real estate. He's into property management, and he's also into interior designing. So legendary. Thank you, boo. Yeah. So he's just trying to work and do some other shit. So it seems as if as soon as him and Sherrod sit down, they instantly start talking about Tramiel. I don't know what there's a connection there. As we saw in the trailer, a connection of Tramiel and Roman, as well as Sherrod and Tramiel. I believe Tramiel and Roman's was sexual, but Sherrod and Tramiel's situation just stems from that beef from season 1 at that reunion. So they're just chit-chatting about that, and Sherrod takes a lot of flack. Yes, he does. But I honestly, Sherrod really don't be like, well, this season, Sherrod really is coming to these places in these sit downs and these meetings, to me, it's looking like he's coming with open arms, with, I'm really trying to fuck with y'all, but just stop coming for me, period. So when Roman was pretty much having Sherrod's back in his confessional, like, girl, I know you tired of these people coming for you, and that's why I feel for Sherrod, because it does become exhausting doing these shows and constantly having to defend yourself, constantly having to defend your brand or brands or lack thereof or whatever you're trying to do, because people will hold you to this one certain box. And I just personally feel, damn, porn stars can do everything. You don't, just because I'm over here getting fucked and getting my check don't mean that I can't come over here and run this type of business as well. So I felt Sherrod when he said, I'm tired, because I'm tired too. Okay? So yeah, Sherrod is just pretty much, confiding into Roman. The last time I saw Tramiel, it was at Charlie's party. Listening party, yes. And, it was just kind of like, I really didn't understand the conversation that was going on right here. But I guess it was to tie us into how these two characters know Tramiel. So yeah, that's just that. Roman did open up and said that Tramiel tried to talk to him and slid in the DMs, which is quite normal. Okay. It was just kind of, he said that it was awkward when Tramiel was trying to talk to him. Awkward how? What was said? What happened? What made it so awkward? Because Tramiel is a handsome guy. The whole cast is really full of beautiful and handsome people. But what made it awkward, Roman, between you and Tramiel when he tried to talk to you? You just kind of threw that out there without any explanation. So what happened? Anywho, Sherrod said that Roman is a Balenciaga, so I'm assuming that that's maybe a popular drag family or a popular gay family or a popular ballroom family. I really wouldn't know, but that's dope that he's a Balenciaga. Moving on, Sherrod and Roman, it seems like they're gonna be a duo, which I am here for. Them along with Delicious, they have a little trio going on. It definitely seems like GSTATUS is like, like in high school when you have the different cliques, because we have Delicious, Maserati, Sherrod, and Roman, they're all together. And then we have Devon, Akeem, Ike, and Tramiel, they're all together. Then we have Charlie, Exile, Arguy, Redrick. They seem to be a trio. And then we have 4, and Dre Simber, you know, who seem to be quite a dynamic duo, and we're going to talk about them. We're going to get on 4 in just a moment once I get to that scene, because to me 4 was giving very much big Virgo energy. I don't know what 4's sign is, but 4 was giving us a lot, and it was a lot to take in, but we'll get into that in just a moment. So it's dinner time, okay? Everybody's arriving in their Sunday best, honey. The girls are dressed down. I was like, okay, everybody looks nice, okay? We got Delicious over here in her pink. And one thing, y'all didn't stop calling Delicious a white woman, okay? Delicious is Latina. I actually got the opportunity to meet Delicious through my friend Neek Neek. Delicious is a total sweetheart. She seems to be very normal, you know, and I have a strong spirit of discernment when I meet people, you know, and I just didn't get any bad vibes from her. So yeah, she's sitting over there with her pink wig on, you know. Sherrod's there, you know, he got this little blazer on, child. Hey, Asia A, I want to know more about her. Me too, wig. There's another guy there by the name of Lendo. He's there in his brown leather. And then we have Zion's there. Okay, Zion, thank you for coming, Daddy. Thank you, Zion, for coming down to the dinner, Papa. We appreciated it. And then we have a guy named Brandon. Brandon totally gagged me. I'll tell why in just a second. Brandon, he's a new face. Apparently, according to Akeem, Brandon does porn as well. So when Ford was like, oh my God, I got invited to this big room full of porn stars, or, you know, porn like people, or, you know, people who post their bodies or whatever, it was, you know, at least 3 to 4 in the room at one time. But I didn't clock it until Akeem was like, okay, Brandon, you know, does what he does as well. So it was just gagful. But I love Brandon's look. Devon looks nice. Akeem is late. He's tardy for the party. Redrick is there. 4 is there. And when it first went to the scene and it showed everybody there chilling before 4 came into his confessional, it kind of passed by and it was like 4, and I was like, oh, okay, 4 is cute. I was like, okay, so who's 4? Like, let's get into 4, okay? Like, then it ended between them. Okay, yeah, so they're sitting there, they're talking, you know, everybody's just there, okay? Everybody's looking good and cute at the dinner table, okay? Devon lets us know pretty much what he's been up to, and such. It seems like Devon is really out here working and really out here doing what he needs to do. That's good. So we meet 4, okay? And 4 is short for metaphors. He was rapping down in the confessional and such. I feel like Charlie got that rap on lock for the cast member that raps. 4 had this do-rag on and his fur coat. I was like, no 4. But I do like 4's, like, you know, I felt like he had some strong shade moments in his confessional, but it came off as if he was trying just a little too hard. And I just kind of feel like it's a lot of you guys who are coming off like y'all trying too hard, and it's just really not like a natural read or just a natural flow of things. It's just looking very much like staged and forced, you know? And it's like, it's your time, you're in your confessional. You know, that's your time to be yourself. Like, I don't know. It just kind of seemed like in some moments 4 was a little forced in his reads. Like production was like, we want more, or, you know, really trying to dig something out. Yeah, but he said that he's gotten flew out to LA by MTV. You know, he's a real actor. He's done pilots and, you know, things like that. And, you know, he just feels like he's that girl, which is fine. You know, you have to love yourself. You know, it is what it is. But I just didn't like the confessional look. Akeem invited him to the networking dinner. He's already there. You know, he's coming with his own energy. It just seems like there's like more to the story because, you know, he and Delicious have a situation at first. He and Lendo, I believe, chocolate guy, handsome guy, they have a situation. So it's like, okay, what is really going on? First of all, Akeem is not there. So this whole situation, everybody not knowing each other and Akeem being the link, Akeem should have been there at the beginning because it was a very awkward dinner table setting situation. You know, it was almost cringeworthy how awkward it had become. But I do like characters like Devon, you know, characters like Four, characters like Delicious kept the energy going before he got there. But it was still very, very awkward. And I feel like when you're hosting an event, you know, you are the one, you are the queen. You need to be there first to welcome the girls into the fold. And then we get down to the drama and the mess, okay? Delicious said something ain't right. And I was like, okay, sis, like I sensed it too. They're all meeting one another. And Devon's pretty much like, okay, hey, so let's start on that side and work our way around. Delicious is like, nope, we'll start right here. I am Delicious Maserati, honey. You know, so at this point, everybody's going around, you know, the round table, and introducing themselves to one another and who they are and what they do because they're supposed to be hashtag networking and hashtag eating. Thank you, Omar. I had a great time hosting that reunion. Thank you so much. So they're all sitting around, and it's time. So it seems like Four and Delicious, that came so out of left field. Like Four was just like, I guess he had said something. Delicious was like, baby, some, and it was just, I don't know. Four came with some very heavy, toxic energy, and it was like, what for if this is your first time meeting these people, you know? And this is just how it came off on the show. It came off like, Four, what's wrong? You know? And also production, y'all kept going back to Four a lot in his confessionals about how he felt about everybody when they were going around. You know, were there not other people who felt certain types of ways about other people where y'all could have blended and mixed other people in their confessionals and how they felt about meeting each other? It just seemed like you guys were like four, you know? And maybe Four is going to be one of the stars that comes out and you guys are just getting us prepared. But it still needed to be balanced as a viewer. Brandon is up next. What was interesting, Four said that he did not like Brandon's look in his confessional, but he did compliment the look when he and Brandon were sitting down there next to each other. So I thought that was a little weird. Hey Mikey is next. Hey Mikey, you know, he's a blogger. You know, he does the YouTube tip. He does podcasts and things like that. And we actually were introduced to Mikey when Sherrod and Roman were talking. Sherrod has an issue with Tramiel because Tramiel went on an interview on one of Mikey's platforms and was being shady towards him. And Sherrod is just like, bitch, keep my name out your mouth. I'm over you and I'm over it. So now we're introduced to Hey Mikey and Tramiel and Ike, they're there. Tramiel said, child, skip me. You know, I am the OG. I am the one. I am the head honcho. I am the returner. Introduce what y'all got to say and skip me. So I kind of felt that energy. Again, I've been there before Tramiel, but no, Tramiel did stand up and say what he did. He has the corporate mouth or whatever, so he's doing that. He's doing that. Devon is next. And Devon just pretty much, you know, says what he does. He don't know any of these girls, but you know, he's been invited by a king, yada, yada, yada. Sherrod didn't go. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe Sherrod had on his OG hat, and I don't have to explain anything to you girls. You girls are coming onto a platform that I trailblaze, so you should know who I am and what I do. So Sherrod didn't go. Him and Tramel seem to have the same energy in that moment about introducing themselves and who they are, because you girls should just know who. So I thought that was hilarious. Next, Big Daddy Roman went, Mr. Versatile himself. Zion goes next. And let me tell y'all something. I know I gagged Zion, but I like Zion. Zion was chilling at the dinner. Zion wasn't in nobody's business. Zion wasn't in nobody's tea. He sat there and ate his food and his nice button up. Okay? Zion said, I ain't got time because I was not the Akeem bringing up anything of the sort and of the such right now. Not at this dinner table. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. Okay? Next, Lando goes and says what he does. Lando is into the whole producing world. So it seems like a lot of these girls are saying what they do and what they got and this and the third. Four kind of chimes in. It's just like, oh no, because Lando was like, okay, it looks like they're saving the best for last. And then Four was like, no, actually, I'm last. I'm Four. And then Four and Lando, they started having this whole back and forth. I'm just like, damn, y'all don't know each other. Why all the heavy energy? And so it comes out that Lando allegedly asked Four for a picture of his feet for like some type of production show that Lando was apparently supposed to be working on. And Four said that he's just a creep. He also said that somebody else at the table tried to talk to him, and I believe it was Hey Mikey tried to talk to him on Jack, but when he didn't respond or when he paid, this person dust, the person cussed him out, and I was just like, oh my God, that happened to me too. What is wrong with the Atlanta girls when you don't want to respond on an app? Bitch, fuck you. Why you gotta cuss me out? Why you gotta dog me out? Because I don't want to respond to what you are saying. I'm not interested. Okay, so and then it was just the tension, and then again, and this is a moment where I felt like Four was really doing a lot and trying a little bit too hard, specifically right here in this moment between him and Lando, because if you guys were working, y'all was just working, you sent the picture of the feet, so I don't understand, like if it was just such a big problem, you probably shouldn't even send that picture of their feet, you know what I'm saying? But Four goes and introduces to what he does. He said he's cut hair for Tokyo Styles. He's actually been tagged in this work, honey. And he said he has receipts for what the fuck he do, because a lot of these hoes in Atlanta say they do this, say they do that, but there is no receipts. So he's letting the girls know that I would actually love to see Four, Charlie, and our guy in a scene together, just to see how that energy will work and how that will collab, because Four has the same energy as far as I'm that girlness. He has the same energy as Charlie Exile and our guy. So I don't know if they're friends. I don't know what type of situation they have, but it will be gagful to see all three of them sit down in one scene, just them three, and I would just love to see how that turns out, because Four, he to me, he fits right in with Charlie and our guy. So moving on, Redrick goes, my pretty boyfriend. So he introduces himself, says what he does, and he's just there, because the whole situation with Milan Jada, shout out to Milan Jada from season 1, the whole situation with Akeem, how Akeem was just reading him down for being, a pretty boy. And Redrick is just like, I'm here, give Akeem a chance, although I do know that, he may feel a certain type of way, about boys like myself. So yeah, but y'all already know I live for Redrick. He is just so normal and just owns the fact that he's androgynous, and that is just sickening to me. And he's also close to Charlie and our guy, but Redrick is he just seems so much more humble than them. But opposites do attract in friendships, because I have friends who are a lot more humble than me. But I see Redrick being you know, a little bit more with the Devon and the Ikes of the cast. I see Richard over there in that area. So anyways, where is the king? You still not there. You're tardy for the party, and we are gagging you here on the King Can't Wait TV, okay? We are gagging you, Akeem. Get there on time. Pira. So then, Devon is just talking and speaking, yada, 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 and he's just like, you know, don't get offended by me. And Tramel had me dead because he Googled fondant, but I think he Googled fondant, Fondunt, you know, that candy that go on all the fabulous cakes that are in now. So y'all know Devon probably had him a little sip of that wine. You know how I get when you tipsy, you're talking fast, and you're doing a lot, you know, your words can become hashtag slurred, okay? So anyways, all in all, the meetup from the dinner, it was just pretty much awkward from the gate. Sherrod brings up his issue with Tramel. He just wants to know, Tramel, like, what is the problem? Like, bitch, what did I do? Like, damn, I thought, you know, at the reunion, you came for me. We came for each other. Hey, I'm Mommy Space. How you doing, Soul? He's just like, what is the big problem? But I just feel like Sherrod and Tramel, please don't drag this out because there is no real problem with y'all, okay? Like, y'all, it's really nothing. You know, like, I feel like the two of you have so much going on outside of y'all beef that y'all need to come together and focus on who y'all got real life issues with, because y'all issue is so minor. And I just really hope that Sherrod and Tramel can get past this little mix-up. And like Sherrod was just saying, like, Mikey, I told you in that interview, don't bring my name up, don't mention me, don't do this, don't do that. And Mikey was just like, well, Tramel didn't say your name. He might have alluded to some things, but he did not say your name. And Tramel was like, what, I alluded? Like, I didn't even know I had said anything. So, I mean, you know, you go on these interviews and you do these things. Shade can come, shade happens. So I feel like Tramel should just own the fact that, you know, you probably did throw some shade at Sherrod. Hey, Mikey, you should own the fact that, yeah, even though, you know, your friend Sherrod told you not to discuss him, you know what's good for clicks and views, and it's a business, okay? You think, like, I can be cool with some of you guys on the cast, but it doesn't mean that when someone comes over here to the King Can't Wait TV for an interview, that I'm not going to ask the hard questions and your name might be brought up. You know, it doesn't mean that someone's not your friend or someone's not ride or die for you. It just means that, bitch, hey, I'm over here getting my YouTube check, I'm getting my podcast check, I'm getting my clicks and views check. So I'm definitely going to ask the questions that the people want to know to get the clicks and the views. So I don't feel like Sherrod should just be that mad and angry with Hey Mikey, because Sherrod, you should know that this is business, you know, and when Hey Mikey is interviewing, I'm sure it's about business and for the clicks and for the views. So don't you know, give Hey Mikey a little slack on that tip, okay? I don't really think it's that big of a deal, because it's just the blog world, okay? Forrest chiming in, you know, he's pretty much telling Sherrod, oh, she really thinks she that girl, like, oh, she don't want nobody mentioning her name, like, this is a big problem with the whole sit down. Is like, some of the girls on the show don't let people handle the shit that they really got to handle the shit with that person with, you know, like, I have an issue, if A has an issue with B, let A and B handle it without F coming into it. And I just saw that so many different times at the dinner table. That was kind of like, okay, if everybody just hush and mind their own business and speak when spoken to, this dinner will just go so much more smoother. So yeah, so then, you know, there's some coke allegations about Sherrod, about to Four said, where are the receipts? Okay. So I don't really feel like Sherrod was doing too much when him and Tramel were talking. I feel like he was just asking questions like, why this? Why that? Why this? Why that? But Sherrod, I just answered the question for you. It's the blog world, and you gotta let people blog and ask their questions and interview whomever they choose to interview. Delicious stood up to defend Sherrod because Sherrod and Ford, it's like Ford was over there in that corner firing off at Sherrod, mostly him and Sherrod, and then him and Lando, so it just, like I said, even Ford said this himself, he and Lando had a weird run-in, and as we found out later on, bitch, what took me out, because y'all have to know, I don't know these people, Ford and December are best friends, so it kind of made sense on why Sherrod and Ford was kind of having that, even though Ford said that, bitch, I haven't done anything to you, Sherrod, personally, like, why you coming for me? Because I'm besties with December. So it's starting to make sense. Before, you was coming off, you was popping off, and you was doing you at the dinner table as well. So pretty much Sherrod got styled on set, okay? And I feel like it's not uncommon for people to arrive and get styled on set. Apparently there was a female stylist there who dressed Sherrod. And, Sherrod did look nice. That was the most, dressed up, nice, casual that I've ever seen Sherrod. And, it looked nice. He had his 2 braids going back. He looked nice. Everyone looked dapper and gorge. So when Ford was trying to shade him about that, that's not uncommon to get styled on set. So yes, we see Charlie and our guy, they're looking really cute. They're eating at the DTLR fashion show. It looked fun. Looked like they were having a great time. Let me go on the record and say this. Our guy was totally right. The dinner was a shit show. Okay, the dinner went left pretty quickly. However, you girls still should have went. But our guy, you were totally right. The dinner was the most. Akeem definitely feels the way that Charlie wasn't there. Like, bitch, you should have came to my dinner. I was really doing something when you had your listening party. Know that it wasn't any shade, So, bitch. No, it wasn't no tea, girl. So, anywho, but he said that, him and Charlie are going to have a conversation and they're going to, get down to the bottom of what is the problem, what happened, that. Next, we see December. He comes in. December came in mid-season on season 1. He's besties with Ford. Him and Ford actually have on kind of like a similar top. Like I said, Ford and December seem to be a duo. They seem to be 2 peas in a pod. So Devon isn't here for it. Sherrod isn't here for it. Akeem is here for it. He said that him and December are cool. They are bitches. Okay, so that's why he invited December down to the networking dinner. Okay. Next, we see Brandon. He starts talking, and instantly I'm like, okay, what is Brandon talking about? What is Brandon talking about? He said he wants a one-on-one with Sherrod because they had an awkward run-in in the past. And, nobody can sit right here and make me have a one-on-one conversation in a group setting when it should be one-on-one. I said, oh, okay, Brandon, so you have a backbone and you have your own brain. That is great because you're going to need that in this type of setting. Because the girls were, I believe it was Devon and Akeem who was really trying to get you and Sherrod to put it out there what the situation was. So I applaud you, Brandon, even though it seemed like you were just talking out of your ass at the beginning of that. It made sense because you cleared it up for us and you also stood on your own 2 feet when you was like, no, I'm not discussing this private affair in front of a group setting. I like that. I like bitches like that. So you keep that up, honey. Keep having your own brain, okay? Brandon just went live about the problem they had. Oh. Well, I guess that was more than a group setting then, huh? The fact that Akeem said that he brought everybody there to hash out beef, then got pissed when they was trying to hash it out, baby Akeem. I think let me get onto that because I think Akeem was just bored because it did seem like when Roman and Brandon. Oh, another moment I love, Roman addressed Brandon. Well, do you not like me? What's the problem there? So it seems like there's just like some old school beef between Roman and Brandon and Roman were trying to get down to the bottom of it, but it did extend a long time, and it was, they could have wrapped it up a little sooner. So the fact that I think everybody was just annoyed, like hush, but at the end of the day, when people have problems, you got to sit there and allow those people to hash out those problems. So Akeem done stood up, taking his food out his mouth. And then Roman, oh my God, Roman stood up, went across the table. Him and Akeem was having this whole back and forth moment as if they were about to fight and square up and fight. And I'm just like, no, it really wasn't that serious. But I do feel like Akeem should have shut the hell up and let these girls talk out their differences. Akeem, you are the EP. Yes, so, let these girls sit here and talk because Roman and Brandon is clearly showing the whole room how to have effective communication when we have a disagreement, bitch. There's both sitting there like two grown men talking. Here go Roman up here. So what's your problem with me? Very Birmingham, very, very much, Roman. So, and then Brandon, to me, Brandon was trying to be classy. Maybe that's how Brandon acts. I don't know, but it seems like Brandon is one of those girls who's it seems like Brandon is one of those girls who's just very much I do porn, but I'm still like classy. That's the energy Brandon was giving. Like, I do porn, but I'm classy. And that's fine, honey. You can do porn and still be a classy ass bitch. Period. Okay. So yeah, Akeem should have just shut the hell up and let these girls talk about the situation because nobody was annoyed but Akeem. But at the end of the day, it is my table. I did bring all of you girls here together. Okay, enough of this. Let's talk about something else. Roman wasn't here for that, bitch. Like, you're not gonna mute me. And then it did seem as if Roman was giving Akeem plenty of opportunities. Like, Akeem, okay, hold on, but let us do this. Akeem, just wait one moment. We're having a conversation. So I feel like, Roman, you tried, but I feel like you just popped the fuck off. But Roman, you have to stay in your seat, okay? You too cute for that. You too fine. We're not gonna have you on this show fighting. That's not what you're doing. You're not doing that. You're just not doing it. You're not. Brandon was keeping it classy and unbothered. Yeah, Roman, I like that energy, but at the same time, tell us the tea between you and Shirai. It's a show. That's what we're here for. Like, we have to remember that we still are here to entertain. Be yourself, but you still have to entertain. So, yeah. So, anywho, Devon even told Akeem, it's not about you, let them talk. But Akeem just wasn't here for it. He was over the conversation. Akeem stood up, Roman stood up, it goes haywire, and then we got Bishop David Eddie Long, Bishop T.D. Jakes, we have Pastor Georgina over the record. He's talking, he's on some, God is humble, God is this, thank you, Lord. And it was just a gagful because they really on some rah-rah fight shit, and here we have Bishop, Pastor, over the voiceover, and it was completely gag full. So shout out to production. I have to give my tops out because in the midst of the craziness, you gave us comedy, and that is what we needed because this scene was exhausting. It was exhausting. Left my ass off at Georgina. Law came. No, all good shade. All good shade. I love the Dallas girls. I really do. I miss them oh so much. Yet the goddamn sermon had me crying. Yes, baby. I said, what is going on? I gagged. So Akeem, you're the host girl. Delicious was still eating. Devon pretty much gets Akeem calm. Production steps in. They're pretty much fun shade. Oh my God, hey Markel, how are you? Yes, I'm learning fun shade. I'm learning how to throw fun shade. I'm learning not how to be so, defensive, so You know, I'm tapping in. So, you know, season 3, I'll be better. Just playing. Just kidding. Anywho, so the girls, you know, it's just a lot going on. Devon pretty much speaks his speech where if you have an issue with me, you know, let the circle know. I don't know any of you girls, but if you have an issue with me, please come and address the issue with me. Please don't, you know, be backbiting about the situation. If you have a situation with me, address me. And it seemed like, you know, Force energy was already there and it was heavy and toxic. And then we have a Keem energy when Roman and Brandon were just trying to have a man-to-man conversation that was toxic and heavy. And all that energy done transferred to Devon because Devon was chilling. And I feel like the energy really like fucked with Devon and got Devon turned. Because now Devon talking about, because if a bitch hit me, because if a bitch hit me, because if a bitch hit me. Let me say it again. All that energy transferred to Devon because Devon was actually chilling and being peacemaker tease. And all of a sudden, if a bitch hit me. If a bitch hit me. Okay? Period. So now Devon is crunk. Now he's annoyed. Now, you know, he's just trying to figure out what time it is. And so, but you know, everybody sits down, everybody gets back to the table. Right now, you know, everybody's in like there's a neutral balance amongst the table right now. Devon has spoke his speech. Akeem is back sitting down. He's paying Roman dust. Roman is still annoyed with Akeem. Brandon and Roman, they wrap up their situation, which turned out to be really nothing. So, what y'all can take from this dinner cast is learn how to communicate more like Brandon and Roman when you have a disagreement, okay? Next, now that this water has settled, we have Dre Simber. He addresses Sherrod. He wants to know, okay, Sherrod, so bitch, what's tea? Like, okay, you talking about me online, like, you know, even Dre Simber took off his glasses, you know, he's very much, so what is the problem, Sherrod? You know, I thought there was no beef, you know, you do the whole online thing, and now we're face to face. Y'all notice how Dre Simber be talking, so what's going on? You know, and so Sherrod, you know, it seems like he really wasn't trying to have that conversation with Sherrod. Sherrod didn't seem like he was trying to have a conversation with Dre Simber. Then we got Four. Four gets right back in it. Like, girl, you've been giving me all this energy. Woo, 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 woo. And so, oh my God, one of my favorite moments from the entire dinner, aside from Roman addressing his issue with Brandon, you know, face to face, calmly, getting his point across. I loved when Lando stood up and told Four, if Dre Simber and Sherrod are going to have a conversation, that's what we're going to do. We're going to let them have a conversation. So who is this Lando guy? Who is Lando? Anybody in the comments know Lando? I want to talk about Lando a little bit because it seems like Lando has a brain as well and is a lot, it seems to be balanced. So I want to know who knows Lando because that's true tea. Like, girl, let Sherrod and him have this situation, you know, like you don't have to get in it. And I agree. I don't think Ford needed to get into that because we know Dre Simber does what Dre Simber does. You know, we know Dre Simber will fight. We know Dre Simber, you know, throws shade and has a mouth. So he didn't really need Ford chiming in, you know, and Dre Simber was calm addressing Sherrod, you know, so there was no need, you know, for a double team or anything like that in that moment. But shout out to Lando. Lando is a web series actor. Okay, well, it seems like he's balanced. And I was like, you know, I love how he's neutral. He's not in that tea. But he was just saying, like, damn, bro, chill, let them talk. And I mean, I resonate with that. And next we see Devon is getting into it because Apparently, Dre Simper said that he's a legend, he's this, he's that, and Devon's like, bitch, I'm a legend, I'm an OG, I'm chasing reality royalty, I'm this, I'm that. Dre Simper's like, girl, Chasing Atlanta fired you. I don't know if Chasing Atlanta fired Devon. I believe that Devon packed up his bags and everything that he brings to this web series reality show world and moved to a different platform that he felt was better and best for him. So I don't really think he was fired, but you know, they with him and Dre Simber, it seems to be some underlying tension there. I don't know what their problem is because it seemed like that beef came out of the blue as well. You know, then it goes back to how I felt with Will and Travis on the Shit We Do for Love. They kind of had an argument because Travis said he has fans and Will tried to shade him for saying he had fans. What I'm realizing in this world, if these people think that they are grand and that they are OGs and they are this, they are that, you have to let people be and say and think whoever they want to be and whoever they think that they are. You know, like, girl, who cares? You know, because me personally, there's nothing a bitch can tell me. I am the one. I am the queen. I am the king. I am the originator. I am the creator. You know? So there's nothing a bitch can tell me to make me feel less than. So I just kind of feel like when Redrick was like, it's a lot, it's a lot. Yeah, that was a lot, you know. Then Devon throws a drink and then four of them throwing plates. And I was like, damn, y'all really in this bitch trying to kill each other at this restaurant now. Devon, you're not going to be fighting these girls on this show, okay? But you've been there, you've done that. You know, you're moving forward, business is booming. Let's, like, you know, I feel like you could have talked to Dre Simber and got him together or not, you know, but I just felt like throwing the drink, that seriously escalated the whole situation because now they got forks and plates and everything going on. Redrick said there's a lot going on. I'm trying to dip. Next time we see Redrick, he's on the floor. And I was like, oh my God, did they trample on Redrick? What happened? I said, oh Lord, I'm sure Redrick had on a cute heel. Redrick, leave the situation ASAP. Redrick, bitch, you should have hit that tuck, duck, and rolled your ass up out of there. Because next time we saw you after your confessional, it looked like you was getting up off the floor. I said, Lord, what they do to Redrick? Did they step on you? I would have hoped that the episode would have ended on a positive note, but y'all showed y'all motherfucking asses down at the hibachi restaurant. You guys have to learn how to control yourselves, okay? But see, I can't put everybody in my shoes because, see, I'm not a fighter. I'm a word bitch. You know, like, I'm going to cut you with my words and then you're going to be wanting to fight me. And that's just what it is. But I'm never going to be the one to swing first. I just think, I don't know. That's just how I am. But everybody's not wired that way. You have some girls who can talk, who can argue. I'm one of those girls. And you got some of those girls who, bitch, I don't know what to say. You know, and it's just that. So, you know, there's some girls on the cast who are like that. And there's some girls who are really about that. And it just seems like the Balby girls are clashing with the mouthy girls and vice versa. So it's going to make for a great season. I just know that their reunion is going to be hella brazy, capital B. But all in all, y'all need to learn how to act when y'all down at the restaurant in public. Like, come on now. Y'all, like, y'all G-status. Y'all G's. Like, y'all got that G-status, okay? So give us a little bit more of that G-status. Just don't throw any chairs at your friends, okay, Markel? Y'all know Markel threw that chair and hit Reese in the bike. Had Reese limping afterwards. But yeah, that's my review. So what are you guys saying? What are you guys saying in the comments? Because I have a little time. I got time today. I got time today. Hey, Kayla Biased. Markel, thanks for coming through and tuning in. So how's Dallas? How's everything going? Are you doing the retreat? I heard that Reese's casting for a retreat. Are you going to do it? In the words of Monique Slaughter, you give to, oh, that it disappeared. You have to retype that with it. But I'm loving Lando. And it's something in me like I want to love 4. Like I really do want to love 4. I just think that 4 needs to calm down just a little bit. Like, damn, girl, your energy was just like brazy. Like, and I want to know, was you angry or mad when you were meeting these girls? Because your energy was through the roof. No, ma'am. I gracefully bowed out. No, we should give him another chance. Yo, I'm not gonna give up on 4. I'm not gonna give up on 4. I'm probably gonna have either Devon or December over here for an interview on the King Can't Wait TV soon, because what's y'all beef? What happened? You know, it was just calmness. But Devon did say he feel like what's his name? December not gonna come on here and bully the girls and woo 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 woo. But be clear, Sherrod and December had a fist fight last year. Any bitch who December has had issues with on this season, they all squared up with him. So we're talking about True Fine and Sherrod. So I don't really think that December is a bully. I wouldn't give him bully. So I don't know. I love the song by Charlie XCX, Lingo. It was really cute, you know. It's a bop, Charlie. It's a bop. So yeah. I need, anybody know Lando hashtag on Instagram? What's Lando's @ name? Oh, how do you guys like the new setup? I have a desk now. It's so much more comfortable. I can sit here and say what I have to say. True Fine tagged that ass though. I like December, but True Fine did that, baby. They were showing down that it's like they always on GSTATUS, they be fighting at the most awkward times, down at the HIV clinic orientation. Then y'all fought at the therapy session. Now y'all fighting down at the hibachi grill. Y'all better cut that fight out. Y'all are bigger and better than this. Y'all are GSTATUS. I know the beef between Devon and Winter Flurry. So when you do have her on, it's awesome. See, you had somebody built it for you. Yes, girl. Aubrey from Chasing Dallas season 1. My good Julie. He just left. He was down here this weekend. Oh my God, this was a brazy ass turnt weekend. Period. But yes, Aubrey put my computer desk together for me and my couch. You know, it's just a blessing. You know, I'm reaping the harvest God promised me. Take back what the devil stole from me, and I rejoice today, for I shall recover it all. Amen. Aubrey for the win. Yes, love Aubrey, love Aubrey. Aubrey has a lot of things going on right now, so y'all stay tuned for Aubrey in this web series world. You'll be seeing him soon come as well. Yeah, so, okay, enough of GSTATUS. Can we talk about the shit we do for love? Can we talk about the Christmas gift that D'Angelo brought for Alante? Can we talk about that? Thank you. Yes, I do have a nice voice. You know, I'm multi-talented, you know. Oh, another thing. So we can talk about me right now for a little bit. I'm having a big flash sale on KingCain.co. Once that sells out, I am done with King Cain Clothing and King Cain Lingerie. I'm solely focused on King Cain wardrobe styling and being that go-to fashion stylist for the elite in Atlanta, the real elite. And, you know, it's been a long time coming. And I just, you know, I had a tarot reading done and things are lining up and I'm on go. And the offers are coming in, be very fucking clear. And it's just time I focus on King Cain wardrobe styling and just being able to formulating these really good relationships with other designers and other stylists in the world, so I have places to pull from for my clients. So King Cain Clothing, King Cain Lingerie will be coming to an end. The safety pin queen, honey. The clothing tip is leaving, but the wardrobe styling will continue to flourish. So follow my business page on Instagram, King Cain Wardrobe Styling. One word, all fucking together. Yeah, and I'm actually taking my commentating to the next level. It was just amazing to be able to host the Shit We Do for Love reunion. I definitely think I did phenomenal. I definitely was in charge of the girls. And I definitely feel like, I'm a huge star in the making. Safety being queen for the win. Alante, another one that looked like he get a King Cain wardrobe style. And thank you, Our Mommy Space. You were just so sweet and just so perfect. I love you and little Zion. Girl, I thought about your son when Akeem and that boy met up. Now his name's Zion. I said, Our Mommy Space got a little boy named Zion. Girl, I pay attention. Okay, just know I'm paying attention. I have never heard of what. These messages are popping up and they're leaving, y'all. So y'all gonna have to repost the question because now I have time to read them and gag with y'all. So is there anything y'all want to say about GSTATUS or the Shit We Do for Love reunion that is just going to take the people out when it's hard to find fashions in the child section? Yes, well, I manage Clay Luxury Kids. We are a fabulous black-owned store. We're inside of Phipps Plaza. We are across from Tommy Bahama, right outside of Nordstrom, right next to Gucci. And you can come in as for CAIN. I am the manager and I can get your kids styled down, okay? So Clay Luxury Kids is the name of the store. So you guys come out to Phipps Plaza and see your girl, okay? Yeah, so professional. I love it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, they were talking so much, Travis, D'Angelo, and Ra, that there was a lot of times I was having to look, y'all, when I say A, B, and C, it's D. I'm the host. I just kept having to remind them that I have on the crown. I'm sitting on the throne. I am the host. I'm in charge of the girls. And I love them. I just feel like the shade was thick. The shade was heavy. A lot of those girls have issues with Alante. But Alante said what he had to say as well. He didn't say, no, the onesie was left. I think the onesie might still be at that mansion. It might still be there. He wasn't studying it. But, as a host, it's moments like that gift that makes for great TV. And, of course, y'all thought I wasn't going to open it. Of course I'm going to open the fucking gift. Duh! You guys have to understand, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I am a reality TV connoisseur, okay? So I look at these shows more than just the shade. It's about the production quality, the story. Is it moving, So GSTATUS, y'all pretty much have showed us everything that was in the trailer in the first 2 episodes. So we are gagging about what's to come here at the King Cain TV. Okay. Yes, but anywho, at the end of the day, this has just been a great time. I have enjoyed sitting here talking to you all, but I do have some errands to run. I could hear them. The acoustics of the room were bad. Yeah, the sound was a bit off, but I mean, if you pay attention, you know what you know. But it was great. It was dope. I had a fabulous, magnificent, awesome time. One thing about Kevon, he was very professional. The check was cut, be clear, and that's that. And why is Quinton lying about Malcolm busting it wide open, child? Well, they said they were taking showers, so you taking showers, obviously there's some play. I do feel like Quinton was the King Cain of the season, just as far as trying to be tore down, but still I rise. So that's why I love Quinton, whether he's lying or not. Who would be here for Gardini to come onto the King Cain TV and be interviewed? Who would live for that? Say I. Say I. Who would live for that? Let your girl know, okay? But anywho, I'm about to go. I have some errands to run. I thank you guys so much for tuning in to the King Kane Way TV. Again, I do not have a bone in these fights. I'm just telling y'all what it looks like from someone who knows TV like the back of their hand. So just read it and weep, honey. Great reviews. Thank you, Miss Wig. I'll be back soon come. I'm into doing lives. I don't really like recording and uploading anymore. I'm so into doing lives because I can connect with my Caniacs that way. So please, guys, don't forget to go get yourself a Pira t-shirt. And also on my website, KingCain.co, I'm having a fabulous flash sale. So please go buy that shit out so that I can move forward with being a stylist. But I need to get rid of all of this inventory that I have. Okay. Also, something interesting. I met Neo and his wife the other day. So I just really feel like I'm being put into these places, in these situations that is going to truly... Okay? So anyways, I'm going to be doing the interviews really soon after I have my computer desk and, you know, a bitch is furnished. Hallelujah. Thank you, God. I'm going to start, you know, inviting the people over. You just don't love me, boo. I love you. I do love you, Roll On Rebel. You'd rather die for the queen. I love you. Pira. So you guys go get your Pira t-shirts. It's lit, honey bunny. I love you guys so much. Continue to rock out. You are elevating. So proud of you. Thank you, baby. I am. It's been a long time coming. So many people try to count the queen out, but still I rise. Still the queen comes through. Still the queen levitates. So that's that. But I'm about to go. Proud of you, Kane. We like seeing you elevate towards better things. Thank you, Miss Wit, bitch. You have been rocking with the King Kane Way TV. Ooh, y'all see that dick? You guys have been rocking with me for a very long time, and I appreciate it. I love you all. God bless each and every one of you. And like I said, this is to encourage y'all. There's something you want to do, a place you want to move, a new career field, a new entrepreneur venture. Do that shit and fuck them other hoes. Pira. Go get your goddamn Pira shirts if you fuck with Queen Kane. All right, y'all. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.